Hi everybody, Lammy here from Holey Stone Healers. It's February, the month of lovers and dreamers. Joe and I are taking this month to revisit a workshop we did, I don't know, quite a few years ago. And in a sense, we kind of failed it. So we're revisiting it. Sometimes the energies just aren't right for something like a workshop. And if we don't do well with it then, or it doesn't resonate with us, it's always a good idea to try it again later, because energies are always changing. People are changing, the world is changing, and what might not work for you at one point may work for you later on. So we're revisiting the world of dreams in honor of the goddess Selene, or Selene, this month, and we kind of hope you join along with us. So let's talk about dreams for a minute. Dreams are an expression of what's going on around us. It's an expression spoke about in the words of our soul body, our energy body. Our physical matter body sees things in one way, one perspective, and our soul body, our energy body, sees things in a different way. So what a great balance to have our physical body meet our soul body and hash things out of what happened throughout the day or what's happening in your whole little world right at the moment. It's also a great way of connecting to your guides, your angels, or that God energy. We can call on them for our dreams, and a lot of times they just come right in. When we connect to this soul body and our guides and angels, it's a great tool for problem solving. It's a great tool for finding out information or having insight to something that you might not understand in the day-to-day matter world we live in. Like, there are some times when we're doing something in our world that seems like we're just banging our head against the wall over and over and over. And in our dream, it might come to us, hey, why are you banging your head against that wall? Look over here, there's a door. Did you know about this door? So it's a way of us to solve problems. It's also a way of bringing out our creativity. There, as I just talked about problem solving, sometimes we have to be very creative in ways that we solve problems that we face in day-to-day life. It's also having to be creative when things aren't going so well. Sometimes you have to be very creative to find a way to find the good in things. Like, for instance, my washer blew up one day and soaked my whole downstairs. Well, I had to be very creative in coming up with a way that wasn't so bad. I got my whole laundry room clean, I got my carpets cleaned, and I got a new washer. So creatively, I found a way to think of that whole mess as something other than a whole mess. All this creativity that we get and all this insight we get is really healing to our physical matter body. When we are in dream state and our soul body is in charge, kinda, and it's talking to our physical matter body, it's taking all the stuff that happened during the day and it's downloading it into our little library. So we don't have to wake up with all that in the morning. It's also really great at helping us find clues that might be coming about in our physical life that we don't notice, that could signal something that we might want to change for a healthier being. So those are some of the ways that dreams are really good for us, and some of the ways in which we might want to learn more about studying our dreams. If you're like Joe and I, neither one of us seem to remember any dreams. So we are revisiting this workshop, hoping that this will be the one that works for us. And so far, I'm doing pretty well, and I seem to be remembering more and more and more. So the first thing we did to start our study of dreams is to make a dream journal. Mine is just a notebook I found at the dollar store that I prettied up a little bit. And as a matter of fact, this is my old dream book. I made a little bookmark as well. My old dream book that all the pages said, I don't remember, I don't remember, I don't remember, I don't remember. So I tore those out and I started fresh. I put a new cover on it and I'm starting fresh. If you don't want to go through all the trouble to make a little Cooley journal like this, you can do like Joe. He writes his down on a piece of paper with lines, simply says dream journal on the top. So it's all up to you on how you want to approach it. So what do we have to know about making a dream journal? Well, the first thing that we do with our dream journal is before you go to bed at night, you write the date, whatever happened throughout the day that was important to you, maybe somebody you saw, something that happened. Just write down general things that happened to you throughout the day. And then go to sleep. It's best to write in your journal the moment you awake. Not the moment that you open your eyes, but the moment you awake. I like to have a blank piece of paper by the bed so I can grab my pen and write down any key words, pictures, feelings that are coming to me before I wake up. And believe it or not, those scribbles that you don't even see you're writing are discernible when you wake up in the morning and look at them. It will bring a recall to you and you probably will be able to decipher them. So you can do that. You can have your journal by the bed as well with a little flashlight possibly. Some people told me that works for them. If that doesn't work, you can have a little tape recorder and just tape your thoughts real quick, you know, when you wake up. Because a lot of us wake up in the night to go to the bathroom and our dreams are very prominent then. So if none of this works for you, wait till you wake up in the morning and immediately write down your dream. And some of us have long, beautiful story dreams. Write it all down. Some of us, like I, don't have very good dreams, but I will remember certain things like, oh, I saw a table. I know I saw a table, so I will write down table. Any feelings, symbols, anything like that, write them down in your journal. So then after you write everything down, we want to try to decipher this dream a little bit. So I suggest that you get a couple dream journals, dream decipher books, and don't just get one. These are written in somebody's perspective. If I wrote a dream book, it would be probably way different than these. So don't just take Tony Crisp's thoughts on what your dream might mean or what a symbol might mean. And don't just use books. Ask your friends, ask Google, look around and see what it is. And when you first start deciphering your dream, look at it as a whole, the whole dream. What was happening in this dream, and give it a name. The name is really quite important. I like to draw pictures in mine because the pictures, as I'm drawing them, sometimes expand my recall of the dream, expand the picture that I'm seeing. So I'm going to show you this one right here. You might not know what that is, but that was actually a dream I had of garden rows perfectly long, perfect straight, with the vegetables perfect spaced apart, perfect height. There was a wall behind the garden that was perfect in every way. And instead of the bricks being overlapped, the bricks were straight in rows. So I named my dream Rows because everything was in straight rows. So then I started to look up what row, a straight row, could mean. I started looking at what wall could mean. And as I'm looking things up, I write down my deciphering in red. I write it down in a different color so that when I go back to look at my journal, I can see that my dream was this in the dark, and then as I deciphered it, here was my thoughts in red. Now, when I'm looking at the things about the wall and I was seeing different ideas of what the wall could possibly mean, some things resonated with me, some things didn't. The ones that said, hey, I can relate that to my world right now, I wrote right down. The ones that didn't, I put on a separate page and just wrote wall and other meanings, because this could come up again later. Let's see. This week in my journal, as a matter of fact, the row week was all about gardening. The next week in my journal was all about baking contests and cooking contests. The whole week I dreamt about baking and cooking and contests. So you might see a pattern coming out. If you see the pattern, go back and look at your word and see how that might relate to your world in ways that you hadn't thought of before. So pay attention to patterns. Those are important. And I'm pretty sure if you do this, you will see how it can be beneficial to your world. So what else do you put in your dream journal? Is that it? Just all your dreams you record? No, I put a lot more fun stuff in mine. What are dreams good for? Healing, better memory. Oh yeah, trying to remember your dreams is really good for your memory. Being creative, insight. I put in mine also stones that might be helpful for different things, such as selenite in your southwest area of your bedroom. That's your dream area. Anything related to dreams should go there. And selenite's an awesome stone for that. Dreams are. I wrote down what dreams are. Exercises before you go to bed that can help you remember your dreams or have lucid dreams. All kinds of neat stuff that relates to dreams or relates to how I'm feeling about dreams, I put in my book. Also, if you do journeying and if you do meditation, that is dream work. That is going outside our physical matter body to talk to our soul body, our energy body. So you can record all of those things in your dream work book as well. And if you don't meditate or journey, start today, because it's very important, especially now. So that's about it for dream journaling. I'm hoping that you all join us on Facebook. Every day I'm posting something new, as in tools that can help you in your dreaming or even just for sleeping. I know a lot of people are having trouble sleeping nowadays, so I'm posting some great tips for helping you sleep and some awesome tips such as stones and herbs and exercises to help you get the best sleep and have the best dreams that you can remember. So if you want to find our Facebook page, it's Holey Stone Healers. If you go to our website, www.holeystonehealers.com, our Facebook link is right on the home page. If you don't have Facebook and you don't want to go on Facebook, but you still want to participate in this month of dream journaling and fun with us, you can email me at mmondegreen@msn.com. This email address is also on our website, and I will get back to you and we can converse throughout the month on the email. If I get too many more people that want to participate through email, I'm going to start a newsletter that I'll put out once a week. So if you're interested in that, email me with your interest in that as well. So that's pretty much it. I hope you have a great February and happy dreaming.